Well, we're finally checking out the Alien Romulus trailer. This
Mm.
one has been out for a few days at this point, but we're going to look at it. We're going to give a critical analysis and reaction and everything in between. So stick with us. Let's watch it. Ew. I do not
Is
like
this
that.
really where you want to spend the rest of your life?
You know I don't.
Then this is our only ticket out of here.
I don't like this noise.
I like it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, crap.
What's happening?
No.
There's something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in
I don't know, there's just something in the fucking water.
Don't let it.
Fucking thing's hunting us.
Open the door, come on!
Run.
Ooh.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, man. After that trailer, I'm not sure if I want to do this.
Your first impressions, how you feeling?
I loved it. What
You
an
scared?
incredible, quite. What an incredible structure to a trailer, man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, the footsteps with the squish and the bodily sounds.
I'll tell you what, I knew exactly what they were doing with that crunch noise. I knew it was a chest burster. I knew it. I knew what it was.
Man,
Yeah.
the aesthetic, the lighting of this thing really captures the first movie, doesn't it?
Yeah. And look, I mean, it was scary. It was scary. They did a good job of making it creepy and scary the way the alien felt in the first movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people want. The sights and sounds were really important, seemingly, to whoever cut this together and whoever made this show. Every image or sound is coming from the original. You get the blue light on the ground. That's in the original. The sounds of the radar gun, that bing wing 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 sound, the doors that sphincter open, everything. The sound of the chest burster hitting the inside, breaking the ribs and the flesh and everything. Incredible.
So this story is taking place in between Alien and Aliens, right? So I think it's supposed to be in the year set in 2142, right? And so with that, they really do need to capture like the vibe, the essence of what would happen. What happened with these people in space, these explorers, and the alien himself in between these two films, right? Or the alien species in between these two films.
Right.
So it is very fascinating. What do you think those red tanks were? They weren't collecting the aliens, were they?
Those looked like some sort of weird cryo tanks. We know that cryo chambers are readily available in the alien universe. People get in and out of them all the time, seems like, at the beginning and the end of the movies.
Right.
So I'm not exactly sure. Maybe they were something that some sort of holding cell for prisoners. Maybe they were I don't know, maybe they were growing human beings. The interesting thing to me about this is probably the first time since I was going to say Aliens, but a Alien versus Predator tried to do the face huggers as being creepy and moving around. The last time I think it was really good was Aliens, where they're, you know, Sigourney Weaver and the little girl are locked in the room with one of them.
Right.
But in this, they're moving. They're scary. They're a force to be reckoned with on their own.
Dude, where that close up where he's like keeping it off his face, and it's, oh my gosh, man,
It's trying to get in your throat and lay babies.
yeah.
Yuck.
Gosh, this is gonna be wild. That last shot with the girl tied up and the alien is right in front of her. That's gonna be a very fascinating scene.
Another
why do you
homage.
think? What are your theories as to why do you think she's tied up? Do you think, okay, maybe this? Is there anything in the two movies that could indicate that perhaps they are a couple of these people, maybe the guy and the girl, right, are on this ship for transportation, right, reasons. Also on the ship are kind of the secret research thing where they have face huggers on the ship and they don't know what they are or that they're there.
So the first movie goes really hard with I forget what they call the androids in Alien. It's not replicants. That's Blade Runner.
You know, the
androids, right?
The androids, right?
Synthetics. That's what they're called. So there's a synthetic named Ash, and he wants the information, but he wants the alien. He makes sure that it gets on the ship. His whole goal is to, if there's alien life, make sure we can research it and study it and get it to Earth.
Get a hold of it.
Prerogative of his. Then in Aliens, there is a whole bit about one of the guys wanting to get hold of the aliens again, get hold of those assets, right? So it would make sense that could be a motivation, but the base motivation in my mind would be that if I want to live, then I would tie somebody else up as bait.
You think?
That could potentially be a motivation. That if you want to live, you tie somebody else up.
Or if they're trying to do right, if they want to kill it in some fashion, use someone as bait. That seems like the most reasonable explanation, but it does seem potentially either with those red kind of cryo chamber looking things, or obviously with the motivations with the synthetics. What they call synthetics? From Alien, it kind of seems like there might be, and just the nature at the top of it, it kind of looks like, I don't know. Did you get the vibe that these two people were like wanting to go somewhere? Like,
yeah, so
it seemed
away. It seemed like the girl was like, I don't want to live here, and I don't want to be stuck here the rest of my life and stuff like that. So it definitely seemed like they were like, okay, well,
they hitched a ride on something.
They've established in the Alien universe that there's colonies.
Yeah.
That they've made colonies on other planets.
And so they're hitching a ride, it seems like, potentially, as well as maybe on a ship that's very dangerous to be hitching a ride to.
Yeah.
That's the theory, the impression I kind of got.
Could it be possible?
And there could be this other thing. At the end of the trailer, it says, "Are you sure you want to do this?" You know what I mean? It could be that could literally be as they're about to get on the ship, like maybe the girl's mom or someone asks her that question, right?
Yeah.
And at the beginning of the film or something like that. So I don't know. It seems like that might be what they're alluding to. But any final thoughts around this trailer that's intriguing to you?
No, I'm interested in the fact that, like, the director of Evil Dead, the guy who clearly knows a little bit about horror. He's done quite a few of those.
A little bit.
quite a few of those types of movies.
Yeah. Which means we're probably getting back to a really good horror film. I'm really hoping for a really good horror, kind of shaded in mystery, kind of you don't see the monster around the corner kind of thing.
Man, yeah. If they do it the same as the first
Same
Alien,
style.
yeah. If they do it the same style, same everything,
It gave me the impression that's what they're doing.
that's what it felt like. It
That's
didn't
what it
feel like
felt
a
like.
second. It didn't feel like any of the other movies. So if your goal is to do homage / new movie that feels like the first one,
Try to capture the magic.
almost like a spiritual sequel is
Mhm.
the way to do it.
And I'm gonna be honest, if in today's filmmaking, if you get someone who's really good at horror and approaches it the way that they did horror back in the day, it might be a lot more frightening than, you know, when they're going down the tunnel and they shine the light and the alien's like, ah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Might
that
be a
was
little bit more frightening than that.
Yeah. Hopefully there won't be any of that.
No jazz hands. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. Are you looking forward to this? Is this any insight? Is there any insight that you might have to share with us regarding this upcoming movie that we would be interested in learning? Consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel if you want to hear more about Alien Romulus in the future, and also more reactions to movies and such. We really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.